1 hour effort totally gone. Hello, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Probably,
Siddharth,
yes.
yeah, creating a security group, adding the page length, password length is 5 minutes task only, right?
No,
You
that
explained elaborated, but we understand the concept. You just create and do it in this video.
okay. I'll again repeat this.
Okay.
So this is a big mistakes. What happened? Anyway, no problem. I'll just repeat it again. No problem. So right now I'm doing the roaming profile. So I'm again telling you the concept. What happened actually? The roaming profile is basically those for the VIP users. That means they are moving, they are traveling internationally. Let's say I'm understanding the concept again. Okay. So let's he is one of the offices there in USA, one of the offices in Dubai. So now generally VIP user don't carry their laptop because maybe their laptop crashed or maybe the laptop has been stolen, maybe hacked, maybe something other reason. They what they do, they just simply carrying without laptop to any office, but their profile will be stored on centrally. Wherever they want, they can connect the machines in their office, branches office, I'm telling you, they will get the old data backups there. Okay, this is the main things. So how it clear? Because here there is a centralized storage options are we have created. I mean, every office there is a centralized storage options there. In this centralized storage options, the user password profile will be stored there. Now wherever they go from this particular centralized, the profile will be accessible. But general cases, someone before you reboot, you ask that if they are using couple of application database something, how then it work. So generally Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Office 65, it will be normally work, there is no doubt, because whatever related to their profiles all will be work. Now if you are telling that the user using a VMware, okay, and that VMware is not saving, in that case what is application specific, it's working. If any applications install the systems, that will not work, right? I am telling, if you saved any files or folders inside the profiles, that you can get it. But general purpose VIP user are not the engineer, they are the management staffs, board of stars. So definitely they are dealing with maximum presentation, PPT, like PDF, like words, like that, totally business related things. So that we will to do. So before that I need one centralized storage. So here in the domain controller I am using as a storage server, but in organizations they definitely have their storage server, so you need not to worry about it. You will need raise a request to storage team, they will create the share path. Okay, so in here in domain controller, we'll just create the disk first. That we have already attached the share there. Just go to the let's create the share first. So I'm just going to disk management disk mgmt.msc. And disk management, first you have to create the online initialize disk. After that, making this new simple volume. That's it. Now I can see that disk is available on my computers. Perfect. There. Oh, still not yet come. Why?
Shrink volume is not enough.
Sorry.
Shrink volume.
I hope it will.
No, it will so. The drive letter was not shown earlier.
Exactly. Because the drive format was wrong anyway. So now it's showing that. Now I'm going to create one hidden share. So using SMB, I will showing is that. So for that only I'm going to files and storage service. From there is options, shares. In shares, in task, create new share. Okay. So I'm sharing SMB share quickly. So just click on next in E drive or type the custom path. Let's say profiles. Hold on guys, I have a call from office, just a minute. Hello.
Mantesh, are you there?
Why?
Inside my better no? Okay, sir.
You want to come to my home?
Sorry?
You come to my home. I'm not well there.
What happened, bro?
Fever is there.
Jara? ये जल्दी बड़ा हंगा करा आते जल्दी कल आगुला
Sorry guys, I'm back. Okay, so let's create the custom path. Just a minute. E-drive profiles. So I want to make this select files. It should be a hidden. Okay, so I'm making this profile hidden. So click on next. The profile will be, if I see the dollar, no, so profile will be hidden. Keep it in mind. Okay, and this is the remote path. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Here I am just selecting this option, access based information. Okay, access based information, what they do, that means they will give you the access based information display only the files and folder that user has permission to access. If a user do not have read or write permission, the Windows hide this folder from the user view. Clear? So here I am also doing one thing. I am just creating one group as well. Go to dsa.msc, and from there I am just creating one of the users, one of the groups actually. Let's say profile or something kind of, let's say RPO and group. Now in RPO, those are the part of this RPO group will have this access. Now here I'll do the customize options. Just go to the customize options, and here just see user BT, just remove it. Just remove it. Okay. If it is applied through GPO, then it cannot be work. So I'll try it. So first I'm disabled inheritance. I'm doing this first, disabled inheritance. Okay. After that, I'm just going to add. From there, select principals, and here I'm just adding that RPO group what we have created. Yes. Now here I'm just go to the advanced options, then create folders and append data. That's it. Okay, then click on OK. Share everything is everyone, no problems, everything is given. Click on apply. OK. Now those are the users, part of this RPO. He can access the user profiles. None of the user can do. Now I'm creating the share. Share has been done. Now what will be the share path? What will be the share path? So in that case, if I go to the profiles, properties, this is my share path. Okay, but this is the local profile path. I am not telling the local profile, I am telling the centralized storage. So then only you have to know that server / domain controller name and then / profile $. So let's say I'm trying to access that. What is your server name? CMD host name. Let's say this is your host name. Mark it. So I'm trying to access this share. So then only I'm go to here, just here, then go to the profile $. Now you can access this part, but right now I am not the part of this group, so I cannot access it. So let's do one thing. I'm just adding this group so that it will be easier for me to work. Just I'm adding myself into the RPO group. Because RPO group having the entire permission for this group, for this share, read write share. Okay, very good. So now I can work RPO group. I can access the RPO. But for that only I'm going to log off and then log in. Now if you click on it, see, you can easily access. This is your profile path. That means this profile path I have to create for the user storage. So for that only I'm going to dsa.msc. I have few users. They have to log in their roaming profile. Let's say Ranga. Ranga is a VIP users. Okay. So I'm just going to the properties, or let's say I'm creating another users. Mantesh. Mantesh, Ranga, both I have to select and go to the properties. That means whenever you are doing multiple users, just select multiple user, go to the properties, then go to the profiles. In this profile path, select the profile path, and after that username percentage percentage. That means the profile will be saved based on the username. That means the Ranga folder will be created Ranga name, Mantesh will be created Mantesh name. Clear? Is that clear?
Yeah, clear. Yes.
Perfect. Clicking on apply. Okay. So I am do one thing, Mantesh, Ranga, both I am giving them domain admin rights, because either they cannot log in, because I have two machines, so both machines they have to log in. So let's doing Ranga into the domain, either they cannot log into the domain controller, that's it. So Ranga already domain admins, fine. Mantesh, I'm just adding them into the domain admin rights. Now I'm telling one things. Let's say uh, in domain controller, uh, okay, Mantesh, power on this machine. And also I need another machine as well. First I'm logging here Mantesh from this machine, so I'll do some work, then I'll show you the same profile will be stored there. So log off. So right now I'm logging as a Mantesh. See, Mantes is showing currently on tame profiles because he was actually roaming users. Okay, so fine. So I'm doing one more thing. Let creating file there. Business data. Under there I am creating one more. Okay, so I'm going to save it. Perfect. Now I'll show you when Mantes logging to another machine, this folder will be available in the desktops. So to be in safe side, I'm just creating this machine and add them into the domain.
It's 2.
Okay, 2, 3, whatever you know, no problems. Could not be contacted. But you can give any user, no matter. Just joining the domain, that's it. Let it become. After that I will log in as a Mantesh. Let's see whether Mantesh, the profile is working or not.
Hello. Yeah, Siddharth Mama there.
Yeah, tell me.
So Siddharth, how much time you take now finishing the class?
After this, this portion is done. Now I'll just creating the PSO object just for the, I have recorded, missing the recorded. So just create the PSO and then I'll end the classes, no problem.
Okay, so actually I have some urgent work, so if you don't mind, so
Yeah, you can go for, no problem.
because when we start from initial, so all these things will be go with me, right?
Yes. Just choose 3 1. Now here all the users are showing like local, but see the Mantesh, it's showing roaming. You got my point? Seed is local, user is local, Ranga is local, but Mantesh is showing roaming. That is the difference. Now I am logging this machine as a Mantesh. I can show you. The files must be in the desktops. Let's see. If it is not there, then we have to do the troubleshoot. Why it is not coming? Yeah, it is not coming to the profiles. Profile is roaming, that is fine, but maybe that this is a read only share and the profile was not getting created. So in that case, further troubleshooting is required. So let's do that. Why this things is not coming? Now do one thing. From here, I'm just creating another folders. Let's say the folder name is com. Okay, inside these coms, I am creating another files. Now I'm just log off there. Now go to the folder there. See, profile will be created. Mantesh folder is also there, but inside that no other files are there. That is empty. Why? Because the share was read only. I have to remodify that part, share only. So in that case, go to the profiles again, properties, permission. So in permission, Mantesh, customize permission, RPO, edit, write, full control. Okay. This group users can create, find everything. RPO, those with the part of RPO group, their profile will be full control. Read, write, all those stuffs. Apply. Okay. Now do one thing. I'm just adding Mantesh into the RPO groups. Now Mantesh is a part of RPO groups. Okay, let's do that. Let's do it. I'm going to log off from this machines. Now log in with again with Mantesh. Now I'll just create one folder in the profiles. Alert. Something else. So then I'm just log off from there. Now once I'm going to log off, domain controller here in the share path, let's see what else is created. Yes, now you can see in desktops, just go to the desktops, this com and alert is created, because earlier that time Mantesh was not the part of these groups, and that is the reasons the group only have the full control permission. Now now Mantesh is traveling from there to different company, not different company, different office. So this machine have given you Mantesh to work. Let's see Mantesh log off from, sorry, Mantesh have to log in this domain controller or something another machines. Let's say I'm creating this. Now this time you can see the profile must be created there. Yes, alert and scom. Wherever Mantesh go without, I mean within this office, anywhere, any location, Mantesh profile data will be the same. Now here if you work, now he will move. Now here if you work and move, and anything you work and move to another destination office, he logged in, he will get the same data. But how? Just because of his profiles is shared and it is stored on centralized storage location. And every profile, any user, like say I have created two users, Ranga and Mantesh. So once Ranga will create, Ranga also part of that, so same thing will apply for the Ranga as well. Is that clear to you or not? This is called roaming profiles. Is that clear to you or not? If not clear, please tell me, I will repeat. But make sure you have clear. Tell me.
Sir, Anurag here. So actually, I joined the call late because I am in
Actually,
that T1
don't worry, no problem. And also the problem is that I will create the first practical again, but after you leave, the server was hung, and we have rebooted the server and entered the session was destroyed. So again we have started the session, and this is the first practical. It's for the roaming profiles. Roaming profiles concept is nothing. Concept is just like user will don't have any fixed laptops or computer, which inside of the office, any laptop, any workstation he work, the same day data will be available. This roaming profile you have to create for the VIP users only, because in the VIP users don't use any personal laptop in office, because it may be crashed, maybe stolen, maybe hacked, maybe any kind of, they are using inside the office desktop or laptops, and whenever they move another office, they have given another computer, but once they log in, they will have the same data whatever they do on last day. The concept is user data or user profile will be stored on central position of the company or central storage of the company. Now wherever, which or location you logged in inside the company, I'm not telling outside of the company, your profile will be stored in that storage. Now I'm telling let's say you are in out of company network, you are working home, but no problem, whatever you will do, whatever you will do in your laptops or whatever stored in your desktops, once you connect to the office network, all will be synced and stored in the centralized storage. Clear? So that part has been done. So what I did, I just created a share, SMB share, normal SMB share, that create one groups, normal security groups, give them group in the share in the read-write permissions. Now in the read-write permission, those who are the users will part of these groups can have read-write full control permission on this particular share, right? Now after that, I just select the users and go to their user profiles and create the roaming users. That means go to the dsa.msc, just nothing, it's very simple. Let's say Mantesh, go to the properties. If you go to the profiles, here I just provide the share path. That means remote share, not for the local share, remote share. Because once the profile path will be, you provide the E drive, that means you will not understood which E drive. That is why / server name or DC name or storage name, and then profile, and then I have to create user percentage, username percentage. Okay. Then what happened? Mantesh or Ranga, whoever will log in, the profile will be stored as their name. But it is having a video available. Once you see there, you will be understood how I can create. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah, roaming profile, where he getting access this step?
Roaming profile access.
Roaming profile. Yeah. When it will become roaming? After giving this pass, it becoming roaming.
Other guys,
I'm
please go on
confused.
mute. Other guys, please go on mute. Yeah, let me understood what Ranga's telling. Mohammed, please go on mute. Yeah, Ranga, tell me.
Roaming access when we are getting.
Mhm.
Which step we are getting the roaming? That
Okay,
I'm getting.
good question. Now you are telling while you are creating which steps make you the difference, right? Whenever in the user you are selecting couple of user, right? Like Mantesh, Ranga. When you are selecting couple of users, you are go to the properties in the profiles. When you are giving the full profile path along with percentage username percentage, that means now onwards your profile will not be local, your profile will be roaming. Clear?
Yeah, clear. But more than one only it's possible. Even we can give one user on.
More than one user, I am selecting more than one user like you and Mantesh and then
If
selected
you
part.
want individual, only one person.
Where? I have selected Mantesh, Ranga.
Only select one user instead of two.
I am selecting
Option is
multiple
one.
users. I am selecting multiple users, then go to the properties from their profiles. If you selecting single user, you can select multi-user,
Okay.
multi. You can, no problem. Go to the profiles
Okay.
and you have provided the path. That's it.
Got it. Got it. Right.
But keep it mind, never, whilst you are go to the all selected files like Mantesh and Ranga, go to the properties, in the profile tab, select the profile path. After the complete profile path, do percentage username percentage. Then only profile will be created by your name or else not. Create? Is that clear?
Yes. Right.
Perfect. So this is has been done.
Siddharth, can I leave this now?
Yes, you can leave. No problem. No problem.
Okay. Yeah, so I will call you in evening, okay?
Okay, you can call me evening. I'll give you the access, check your access functionalities and all. Okay?
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so now that practicals we have missed the recorded. That means PSO, password security object. Again, I'm telling you the concept and I'll show you that part. So let me first delete that PSO object again and I am showing you.
Okay. Siddharth, what you have told, what is SMB?
SMB is kind of shared. Okay, so like file share, SMB share, it's actually provided if a very short, in terms of very short, you can create the share. Very fast share access is called the SMB share. I mean, so all the another purpose here there, but very fast you can create that share, an SMB share. Okay. So let's say, okay, just go to the Active Directory administrative path and delete that PSO that we have created. Again, I'm going to show you that PSO concept because that time the record was deleted. Okay, so in BT user no.
It's there, PSO.
Sorry?
You're searching for PSO, right?
No, not PSO. It's security container. Just a minute. Password security object. Every time I forget. What this option showing? Password security. Forget again. PSO container. Password policy. Policies. System. Sorry, yeah. Every time you forget this. Systems. Hmm. Systems. Password setting container. Yeah, password setting container. Sorry, we also have one VP password there. I'm just going to delete it. Okay. Now I'm telling you the concept. Okay, the concept is PSO, password security object. Concept is, like you guys know, the last day I cover you that domain policy. Once the domain policy is applying to the domain, that means there have seven by default that the user's password will be 7 character long. It will be complexity. That means the user cannot password remember 42 last time. But these are the default settings there. But these settings is only for the general users. This is only for the general users and general staffs, including engineers, including marketing, sales, other guys. But those are the board of administrator or board of the stakeholders. This is not for them. This is the case. Another one is for the privilege access management TAM. They need a certain customized policy. In this customized policy, maybe your account will not be locked out every time. Maybe 3-character password you can set. Maybe password is not complexly mandatory. This kind of normal catalogs they need. But if as you know, the default domain policy is applying to their systems. So in that case, then no options required. So in Microsoft, developed in 2008 onwards, it's called the fine-grain password policy. In that fine-grain password policy, what's happened actually? Nothing. Just they are giving on options. Through this here, you can customize one of the catalogs, and you can add these catalogs to your security groups. Now, who are the users or service account? They need this kind of facilities. You just need to add them inside the groups. Once you adding them, these users become like as you need, as you need customization. But once you revoke them from their access out of groups, the user fail. I mean, you are no need to. The domain policy will be applied. So this is the main purpose of the password security object or fine-grain password policy. So just I'll show you how you can create the security container, the settings, and how you will apply these settings to our groups. Now after that, once you have been done, I will add user into the group. The group, once he added, he can amend or delete password like that. Okay, let's do it. So concept clear, right? So I am covering it at second time, so definitely it will be clear for you. Anyway, Anurag, it is clear to you? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir, I'm following. Yes, sir, I'm following.
Perfect.
SPA.
So here I'm creating the new policy, new password settings. So here you need to provide the mandatory red mark is very mandatory. Either if you not provide this, then it will not work. You are not able to move next because these options will be deactivated. So first I'm creating, that is on name of the setting PSO for VIP, and I need the minimum password length. It's not 7, I need it maximum 2 characters, right? And the password must meet complexity requirement. I don't need it, just uncheck it. And rest of the things it's quite okay, it's not mandatory, only these two mandatory. After that you are telling directly apply to where either you can add any users or you can add, better to use group, because if you are how many user you can do, because after user leave there is a problem motive for you. So better to create a groups, apply user into the groups. I'm creating a groups, but this time keep it mind the group you are assigning, this group must be a global groups, cannot be universal groups or domain local groups. The purpose of that, this settings cannot be worked beyond the domain. It says domain internal policy, so you have to work in global groups. So here I have created the groups called PSO. So you have applied these settings on PSO groups. After that you can see this option is showing disable. Let's see what are the policy the things. Okay, so let's for the VIP user. Then here is options, enforcement password within the day. You can tell them 3 days. You can giving on 34 days.
Give precedence.
Yes, precedence, exactly. This precedent is required, because if we do not do the precedence it will not work. Good. So rest of having the same things. Enforce minimum maximum password ages. User must have the password after day 3, it will not work. So 3 days if it is taking, fine. Enforce minimum password age, user cannot change the password within day 2 and all those stuffs. So let's see that bottom has been activated. Click on it. Now this PSO for VIP is applying on PSO groups. Let's open these stuffs. dsa.msc, and I'm opening the PSO groups. In this PSO groups, Ranga is the part of these groups. You write. Now let's see. First I'm removing Ranga from these groups. Let's say I remove Ranga. Now try to add 2-digit password to set 2 password to Ranga profiles. Now I'm just selecting reset 2 password, just 2 character. Will it do it? I mean, they allow you, because it is already domain user, domain policy is already applying on it, so it's not allowing me. Now I'm just adding Ranga into the PSO groups. Ranga is part of PSO groups. Perfect. Now I'm just doing the same thing here. Sorry. Just 2 characters. How come it possible? Just because Ranga is the part of PSO groups. Now whatever your custom settings you do, you can create through this PSO object. Either it is service account, either it is VIP account, whatever you need. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
Anurag?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So guys, apart from Anurag and Anand, rest of the guys can do it practical tomorrow. These two practicals. Next week, we will tell you the rest of the part of the GPO and try to complete it by the next week. Okay. Okay, fine. So anything?
Sir, for the DHCP failover, I think it is remaining for me and Anand, I guess.
Next week Thursday I'll tell you. Okay. Yeah, that part is there. DHCP failover part I'll show you in the next Thursday.
You said that one more batch is there, you can join that.
Yes, I'll tell you in Thursday, no problem.
Okay.
Apart from this, any question?
Okay, so today we discussed about PSO and before that about profiles, right?
Today we discussed PSO and roaming profile, that's it.
Okay.
Yes. Today we have done the rework because the recorded was not safe and server was rebooted. I have rebooted but I forget to save that part, so again I have to recover all those stuff. So anyway, no problem, it will be 2 times discussed and people will be more understandable. So guys, tomorrow join these practicals and do it for your home. Okay?
Okay, so I'll go through the video, we'll let you know if any issues.
Sure.
Fine.
No problem. Okay, guys.